Welcome to Perry Unlikely. So look, this isn't the typical crypto video that I do, but I do think it's important that everyone knows this. And at this point, I actually don't think there's anyone personally that I know that doesn't either use Venmo, CashApp, Zelle, PayPal, some type of third-party payment app. So you're going to want to hear what's up when it comes to taxes, and you don't want to get caught in the trap. I'm going to make this quick, pretty simple, and easy to understand. So there's a new reporting change when it comes to these third-party apps that is taking place, and it's not a tax change. I want to make that clear. It's a reporting change. Speaking of tax changes, I'm not a tax advisor. I'm also not a financial advisor. So if you do need to know more about it and you really need professional advice, you should seek out the right professionals when it comes to that. So what do we got? We don't have a tax change. We have a reporting change. Now, what are the implications of this change? Think back to 2021, the American Rescue Plan. That is actually when this provision was put on the books, we'll say, to take effect on January the 1st. Well, fast forward, we're in 2022 now. And that's exactly what happened. So this whole thing revolves around $600, or should I say anything over $600. So now because of that provision, it's going to be reported to the IRS from these third-party payment processing companies. The thing to remember about this is it is for goods and services. So just in a minute, I'm going to touch on that so you have an understanding of what that is all about. So put in simple, what happens is if you receive payments over $600, you will now receive a 1099-K from these processing companies. Obviously, you're gonna have to take that 1099-K and you're going to have to use that form when you file for your taxes. This does not apply to the 2021 tax year, but it will apply to this year, 2022. So when it comes time for you to file your taxes in 2023, you're obviously gonna wanna know that you've taken into account for all those transactions if this applies to you. Something else that I do want to point out, because there's a myth about this or people are spreading false information, and that's that if it is transactions that involve gifts to family members, reimbursements, and things of that nature, it does not count. So that will not be included in this. Now, examples of that are right here. Money received from a family friend as a holiday or birthday gift, money received from a friend covering their portion of a restaurant bill, and money received from your roommate or partner for their share of the rent and utilities. As you can see, those types of activities are not going to be included in this. So the way that I take it when looking at this, most of this is centered around business aspects. So for example, the article mentions, which also the article that I reviewed this from was CNET. Now I saw some other articles on it as well, but I think they did a good job in detailing this. So in the description of this video, you will be able to click on the link and review the article for yourself. Now, if you get on to a marketplace, any of these various ones out there, and you buy a couch for 500 bucks, and then you turn around and you sell it for 200 bucks, that's a loss. Now, this reporting is not going to apply. Now, if you do get on the marketplace and you buy furniture and things like that for resale and you are turning a profit off of it, then it is going to apply to you. And it's not just about one transaction, that would be annually. So anything over that $600 mark is going to apply for you. Now, something else I want to add is the difference between how these changes are taking effect now from a reporting standpoint and how they used to be is as follows. In the past, if there was over 200 commercial transactions and the user made over $20,000 in a year, then the reporting took place from these various financial processing apps or companies, however you want to state it. And that's where the biggest changes are taking place, and that's exactly why you need to know. The main reason I'm bringing this to you is taxes are obviously something talked about a lot. You could say it's the biggest burden on anyone, certainly in America, based on how many taxes come out of your regular paycheck, federal taxes that is, and for some states, income tax for the states that have it. Some states do not have income tax, but it's important to know that this is going to be reported. So for the most part, there's a great chance that there are people out there that have been running a business, but it hasn't been reported, right? But now it's important that you understand over that $600 will be reported. And if you look at some of the stuff we've discussed in this video, you'll see there's a big difference, obviously, between $600 and $20,000. So that's quite a big gap, and you don't want to be caught off guard. So the IRS is going to know exactly what you're doing, and they're going to have the help of your favorite app that you use to send money pretty much everywhere. So I want to make sure you knew that. Hope you like this content, a little different than I normally do, but I definitely think it's worthwhile and worth you being aware of. Thanks for watching the content. Thanks for checking out Perry Unlikely. Do me a favor, if you like the content, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and also the best thing you can do to help the channel out is share my videos. Hit the bell for notification if you want to stay up to date on the latest content that I post, and I will see you next time.